The snap. Imagine you're running across the savannah, chasing a gazelle. The wind is in your hair, and your tribe is right behind you. Then, your foot hits a hidden burrow. Snap. In the animal kingdom, that sound is a death sentence. For a gazelle or a wolf, a broken leg means you can't run, you can't hunt, and you certainly can't escape. You are calories on legs for the next predator that wanders by. But you are to wolf. You are a human. And for our species, a broken bone wasn't the end of the story. It was the beginning of civilization. Thousands of years before the first hospital, we were already performing medical miracles. How did you survive a shattered femur in a world without x-rays, casts, or ibuprofen? The first sign of humanity. The first thing that happens after you fall isn't medical, it's social. In our video on what early humans did when they got sick, we explored how our ancestors didn't just leave the weak behind. If you were a Neanderthal 50,000 years ago, your tribe wouldn't keep moving. They would stop. We have found skeletons of ancient humans with massive, life-threatening fractures that had completely healed. This means for 6 weeks or more, someone brought you water, someone shared their food, someone protected you from the predators we saw in the pets episode. This is the IKEA effect of human survival. We value the members of our tribe more because we invest so much effort into keeping them alive. You survived because you had a social shield that no other predator on Earth possessed. Prehistoric orthopedics. But you can't just lie there. That bone needs to be set. You didn't have plaster, but you did have ingenuity. You likely used a primitive version of a splint. Using the same ropes we see you holding in the savannah, you would lash straight branches or large animal bones to your limb to keep it immobile. If you were in a colder climate, you might use the same neat stitches technology used for your clothing to create tight leather wraps that acted like a modern compression sleeve. And for the pain, you weren't just toughing it out. As we've seen in the history of ancient humans drinking alcohol or smoking weed, our ancestors were masters of the prehistoric medicine cabinet. You might chew on willow bark, which contains the active ingredient in aspirin, or use fermented drinks to dull the agony while your tribe mates pulled your bone back into alignment. The body's construction crew. Once the bone is straight and the alcohol has taken the edge off, your body takes over. Your bones aren't just dry sticks, they are living, breathing tissue. The moment the break happens, your body sends in a cleanup crew of cells to eat away the shattered bits. Then it builds a soft callus, a bridge of cartilage that holds the two ends together. Within weeks, your biological construction crew turns that bridge into hard bone. Because you were eating cooked food, which we know provided a massive energy boost to the human brain and body, you had the metabolic surplus to divert energy into bone repair. You were outsourcing your digestion to the fire, so your body could focus entirely on rebuilding your leg. The shaman's touch. During these weeks of bed rest, you weren't just a burden. This was when you practiced the prehistoric nightlife we discussed. You sat by the fire, told stories, and played your vulture bone flutes. You might have been visited by a shaman, the tribe's first scientist. They might apply poultices of medicinal plants or perform rituals that, while they seemed magical, actually served to keep you calm and lower your stress levels, which we now know actually speeds up physical healing. You were the living proof that the tribe was stronger than the individual. A healed femur is the ultimate archaeological smoking gun. It proves that someone else took care of you when you couldn't take care of yourself. The healed bone. Today, we look at a broken arm as an inconvenience, a few weeks in a fiberglass cast, and some missed gym days. But 30,000 years ago, a healed bone was a revolutionary act. It was the moment we stopped being just another animal and started being human. We survived the snap because we learned to bridge the gap with compassion, technology, and a really good splint. So the next time you see someone in a cast, remember, you're looking at a tradition of care that is older than cities, older than farming, and older than history itself.